Hi, my name is Alejandro, and I wanted to make a video about my Ancestry DNA results because when I saw my results, I will not lie, but they were very shocking to me. And just to give a little bit of background, I'm from the United States, but both my parents, my mom and my biological father, they're from Guatemala. And besides that, we'll just get right into the Ancestry DNA results because to me they're very shocking. So to start it off, my African DNA result came in as 17%, which is pretty high. I mean, most Latinos that I've seen are Hispanic people, especially from the region that I come from. They generally don't have that much. Like it's very small percent, like 4 or 5% possibly. But 17% is a lot. It's a little surprising, but not super surprising though, because at least with my mom, she's very dark skinned and has very curly hair, and my grandma, she has an afro, somewhat. So I mean, she has very curly hair as well, and like an afro. So it's not that big of a surprise. But to break down the 17% African DNA, it breaks down into 4% Mali, 5% Cameroon and Congo, 4% Senegal, 2% North Africa or Africa North, and 2% Nigeria. So, yeah, it's my African. And so this is where the shocking part comes into my European ancestry. So my European ancestry is 41%, and it breaks down into 18% Italy, Greece, which is a lot, and it's very surprising, but not super surprising. But 9% Europe West, 7% Great Britain, 5% Irish or Ireland, less than 1% Finland slash Northwest Russia, and dead last with the smallest percent is less than 1% as well is Iberian Peninsula, which is like the big shocker to me because I would have imagined that I would have a lot of Iberian, but I guess I have almost no Iberian, which is a big shock. Though, I mean, I guess it. I don't know. It's because I wanted to do this because there's a big question. I've always had this big question in my life because with my biological father, he knows from Guatemala and everything, but I never met him. And though I've seen photos of him, in the photos, he's has red hair, freckles, and pale skin. So like basically he was ginger. And as well with him, he didn't know his own biological father. So I mean, maybe there's a reason why I don't have a lot of Iberian. Maybe my life was a lie, and that his ancestry is different than what I could imagine. Because I mean, like all 40% of the 41% comes from Italy, Greece, Europe West, Great Britain, and Ireland. Like that's a lot. Even the Finland, Northwest Russia is a little higher than the Iberian Peninsula, which is like crazy to me. But I mean, I've seen other videos of people that are like from Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, etc. And I've seen them get Italy and Greece, and like they usually get a pretty big amount as well. But the thing is, they generally all get a significant amount of Iberian Peninsula as well. Because I mean, I understand the Italy-Greece DNA being in Spanish because of the Romans colonized a lot of Spain, but the fact that I didn't get literally no Iberian Peninsula is what threw me off. Because there's got to be a reason why, and I just imagine there's got to be another reason. Because, like I said, other people who are from like similar regions, they generally get Italy, Greece, no surprise, but they also get a lot of Iberian Peninsula, whether it's more than the Italy, Greece, or a little less, but they still get a lot or significant amount. But yeah, I mean, if somebody can explain, I guess I don't know. I mean, like I said, I just know my biological father. He had red hair, freckles, pale skin, and that he never met his biological father either. But yeah, well, I guess I'll move on. So my 40% of my DNA is American, Native American, which is a good amount. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, I kind of would imagine I would have had a little more European than that, but or a little more I mean, I have more European, but I'd imagine my Native American would have been a little lower. But I'm not complaining. I mean, it's pretty cool, honestly. But it doesn't really specify what part of the Americas it's from. But I would take an educated guess that it's most likely like Mayan or something, or someone from like Guatemala. And last but not least, I have 2% Middle East, which is a little bit, but I mean, it's still a lot more than my freaking Iberian Peninsula, which is like, again, it's still a big shock to me. Um, but yeah, that's how my genetic breakdown is. I mean, honestly, I mean, I've been told a lot, like growing up, going to school, even in college, that I look Greek or Italian somewhat because, like, especially with the nose, like if you look at my nose from the side, it looks like Italian or Greek or something. Cause look, like it's pretty obvious to me. Like, I mean, to me, it looks like I could be Greek or Italian sometimes. I mean, even though the lighting isn't the best, I mean, I'm pretty pale too. Like, I have pretty light skin, and I mean, it's not like white, but I mean, it's just light. And but still, I mean, if anybody really understands like genetics and stuff, I really would like to like be explained because as well, like, I've also done National Geographic's uh, DNA program, and on theirs the results are very similar to this one, but I mean it wasn't as specific, so that's why I wanted to do a little more specific. But the thing about the other one that also got me was that it also tells you your maternal and paternal haplogroup, and with my paternal haplogroup, it gave me EV13, which I looked, and most people that are from like Spain or Western Europe, they generally carry, I believe, R1b. But for me, I had EV13, which when I looked on a heat map, it shows it mostly concentrated in the Balkan region, which is mostly, but mostly in like Albania and Kosovo, which is very interesting to me. And like again, the fact that it gave me Italy and Greece on this one as the majority, because even though it says Italy and Greece, I'm pretty sure that Albania and like Kosovo and most of the Balkans are also kind of included in there because they're all like in that region. Doesn't really like separate those regions from this. Like it's usually in that. So I don't know. Maybe I could have that type of ancestry. I really don't know. I mean, I'm not sure. I really would like to know more though, but if anybody understands like genetics or something, like maybe you could explain better to me like these results or something. I have no clue. I mean, it's just very fascinating to me, honestly. I really like doing DNA tests and like I'm like not upset or anything. I'm just like it's it's very cool, and like if anybody ever wants to do a DNA test, I highly encourage it because it's very interesting, and you really don't know what kind of DNA you carry around. And but yeah, I mean that's my Ancestry DNA results, and if anybody could explain, please try to, if you can, like try to explain to me something. But besides that, thank you for watching, and peace.